Welcome back to the Explanation Pro. Today I'll recap a spy thriller film called The Red Sparrow. Spoilers incoming. Hold on tight as this movie feels like a raw nerve about how power and choice interplay. The movie begins with Dominika Igorova, a fast-rising ballerina. Dominika's career went down because her uncle blackmailed her. He manipulates her to become a sparrow for the Russian intelligence agency. Dominika listens to music, and Nate Nash, a CIA agent, listens to a coded recording. After decrypting the code, he takes his gun from underneath the table and leaves the apartment. Dominika reached behind the scenes of the theater and started her makeup for the upcoming dance performance on classical music. In the parallel scene, Nate entered the park to meet his Russian mole, Marble, but was confronted by the police. Nate shoots, so the police get distracted from the presence of a Russian mole. That intrigued the police, and they chased Nate through town, but Nate landed at the US Embassy. On the other hand, Dominika falls badly on stage due to her leading partner's over-the-top move and gets an injury, after which she can no longer dance. Dominika's uncle, Ivan, steps in with a proposal. He is a high-ranking member of the Russian secret intelligence agency, and he has recognized cunning and scrappiness in her since she was a child. Ivan offers her a job to work with him and gives him some photographs of the lead man kissing a girl who replaced Dominika in the ballet. Dominika knew that her injury was pre-planned. She went to the theater and beat the two with her walking stick. When Dominika returns home, she finds her mother, Nina, on the floor, and that is where she decides to accept the proposal of her uncle for the cost of her mother. She accepts the proposal, and, as per her uncle's instructions, she dresses up. Her first job was to seduce Dmitry Ustinov for information, but this took a bad twist as he raped Dominika. In the meantime, an SVR agent enters the room and strangles Dmitry with wire. That takes Dominika to make another choice. Her uncle gives her two alternatives: either train as an agent or die for witnessing the murder of Dmitry. Of course, her mother must choose the earlier option. For the Red Sparrow training, she went to State School 4. There she met Matron, who told her to do as told. Teachings begin, and Matron calls Dominika to put off her clothes because her body is now out of state and because the state has nourished her. Now, you have the responsibility to give something back, but Dominika refuses. In another scene, Nate is back in Washington for the case brief. CIA adjourns him from foreign tasks. Nate continued to argue that Marble worked with him for 3 years and that he would not do so with anyone else. On the other hand, Dominika learned how to shoot, pick, and find out the traces of different substances. Meanwhile, Nate told CIA officials that he could find out whether Marble was alive or not. Because the CIA was not able to contact Marble, they assigned the final foreign assignment to Nate to meet Marble in Budapest. At State School 4, Matron told the class about the purpose of a red sparrow. Every one of us is a puzzle with a missing piece. A real sparrow will establish the connection by becoming a missing piece. She told them how to manipulate people by seeking out their weaknesses, using their charms, and becoming whomever they must get the assignment done. On that day, one of his classmates tried to rape her, and she beat him to death. Dominika's uncle, Ivan, is in a meeting with a senior member of the SVR, General Korchnoi, to discuss Nate. They know that Nate is trying his utmost will to meet their mole to establish his identity. In the next scene, when Matron gets to know what Dominika did to her classmate, she, in anger, gives her an assignment in Budapest to seduce Nate and get every piece of information from him about the mole. Dominika gets an apartment alongside another agent, Marta. On the spur of days, she makes the connection with Nate, but Nate's shrewdness gives him a hint that she is a Russian agent and that he told everything about her to the CIA. At night, Dominika checks Marta's room and finds out that her assignment is to take out everything regarding a senior US staff member, Stephanie Boucher. Nate invited Dominika out for a dinner date, but she waited outside the restaurant and waited for Nate to leave. Dominika met Ivan and told him that he was building trust with Nate. Ivan questioned Dominika about the slow process of her assignment. She said that she was helping Marta with her assignment. When Dominika reached her apartment, she saw Marta's brutally murdered in the washroom while sharing information with Dominika. Dominika gets a warning from her uncle that if she shared her info with anyone or could not complete the task, her fate would be the same. Dominika went to Nate and told them everything that had happened to her. Nate offers him to work for the CIA. He tells her that the CIA will not treat her like her uncle treats her. Dominika accepted Nate's offer and passed the lie detector test given by the CIA. She takes up the first task with Miss Boucher to give the Russians the fake discs. After completing the task, the Russian captured her and tortured her mercilessly. Russians continuously investigated whether she gave Miss Boucher to the Americans or not. When she said no for the first time, they hung her from the ceiling and dropped water over her. The second time, they beat her up with a hammer. The final time, Dominika said that she did not give Boucher to Americans, and this time she was threatened by the gun pointing at her head, but later it became clear that the gun was not loaded. Ivan entered the room and told them that he was her only protector and she had to achieve the credibility of Americans and make Nate believe in her. Dominika said to Ivan that please send her back and she would do the task efficiently. At that point, Dominika confused everyone about whose side she was on. When she returned to Budapest, she met Nate, and he embraced her. It seems that both have feelings for each other. Dominika awakes in the middle of the night and sees Nate in the kitchen. An SVR agent named Maratin was torturing him. She first pretends to assist him, but Nate lets his guard down. Dominika kills Maratin but gets badly injured in the process. She wakes in the hospital, where General Vladimir Korchnoi, a high-ranking official who works with Ivan, reveals himself as the mole. He explained to Dominika that he was initially patriotic but became disillusioned after witnessing Russia's corruption. He tells Dominika that he will get caught soon, and hence instead of dying in vain, he wants her to expose his identity to Ivan. On the next day, a team of Russians and Americans assembled at the airport to exchange the moles. Nate holds Dominika and asks how she was able to give up the mole so easily. On the other hand, we see Marble step out of the helicopter with a bag covering his face. Nate, on the way, repeatedly told Dominika that the Russians would never let them take Marble alive. In the end, Dominika said that he would comprehend her decision later. Dominika moves towards Russians, Marble moves toward Americans. However, one thing is left to identify the mole. After the Russians removed the bag from Marble's face, the truth revealed that Korchnoi was not the Marble Dominika's uncle, Ivan was the actual one. Dominika's flashback tells us that it was Dominika, who implicated Ivan's identity, opened a bank account under Ivan's name, and got money from the CIA. Ivan at the airport said you killed me, and Dominika said I did well, uncle. After reaching their respective sides, the Americans killed Ivan, but the Russians pushed Dominika into the helicopter. After reaching home, she received a Medal of Honor from the Russians, and Korchnoi gave her a smirk. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.